Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel and another episode here on Witcombe Park Farm. So this morning is July 3. We are getting some feed mixed up for the milkers. We are finally breaking into our most recently made silage. We are using the bale grab because I was scolded by my brother, who is an actual real-life farmer in Wisconsin. And he said that he thinks if we were to use a bale spike on these bales the way they are, like right before you fed them, because usually you'd cut off the plastic wrap, but you also cut off the bale twine, and then if you stabbed them after the bale twine was off, kind of when they're in this vertical position, that they would probably fall apart, or you even got them into the mixer. So he said if you wanted to be more realistic, then you should probably do or use your bale grab instead. So we're gonna try it out. Just means it takes a little bit longer to feed, but that's okay. Just because we can't grab both bales at the same time. We'll come over here now and grab our hay. And make sure we only grab one. There we go. So maybe if that's the case, because we are not actually storing our bales for very long, because we're just using them so quick, that we will actually be, maybe we'll actually start just putting them on end so that we can utilize our bale fork. I mean, again, it's not that huge of a deal, but he just kind of gave me a tip, and I was like, yeah, you know what, you're probably right. So thanks, big bro, for the thought there. I always like to add a little bit extra realism to when I can. All right, now that we actually have some full silage bales that aren't rotted down, we actually have a full mixer now. And away we go. Again, I like to feed this left side first, doing about 30 or 70% of it, and then 30% goes over to the heifer side. Do need to get some fuel in this tractor, so we probably will do that right after we get done feeding here. Usually I don't like to break episodes up into longer than a month. Like, I like to try to get the whole month in an episode, but we're gonna try something a little bit different. And we're gonna do July 3 and 4 in this episode, see if they're a little bit shorter. Again, that just means that videos come out a little bit slower, so I don't know if I really like that or not, but we're gonna try it out, see how I like it. So, July 3, now we are feeding. We are gonna get some lime spread, actually, on, what is the field? I think it's 59. Yeah, it's 59. So 97 actually doesn't need any lime. 59 does. This episode's pretty much all about getting 97 and 59 prepped for getting some grass seeded in those fields. I don't know if we'll be doing, I don't think we'll be doing the seeding today, but we're going to be liming 59. And then we are actually going to be plowing both. So we'll get the plow hooked up to the 190. And that is going to be a pretty lengthy job because it just takes a while to moldboard plow because it's not the biggest implement in the world. We got one bag of lime here, and then we actually have a unload from a previous liming job. I don't know, is there the unload big bag mod or whatever, so it like automatically unloads into a big bag? I don't know if there is anymore. I know that was a thing in 22, but not sure if it is for 25 yet, at least. I need to look it up. That would be nice. I would much rather, I don't know, I just don't like these. I've never seen a container like that before. I don't know why that's the default. Must be a German thing or something. But yeah, I've literally never seen anything like this before. Usually it comes in pallets for me or big bags. Oh, we'll get the lime put in here. It should only take, I think it was set at like 3, let's see, 59, yeah, 3,606, what'd that say, 62? So we might actually need to refill this at some point. I think this spreader only holds 3,000, if I'm not mistaken. Either 3,000 or 3,500. Not exactly sure. So, we'll shut that down. We might actually need to warm up the Massey. I don't think we've been in it today. Got this hooked up last night. Yeah. So yeah, this holds 3,200, so we definitely will need a refill at some point. We'll get this shut down because we have to travel the road. So once this gets warmed up, we'll head down the field, so we'll catch you over at the field. All right, we're getting some spread on right now. Kind of forgot to hit the record button, honestly. So that's my bad. Well, kind of hopeful that this might last us more than I think. We'll see. It is going down pretty quick. Yep. Pretty dang spot on. So, we're gonna make a trip back now to the farm, get that filled up, and I'll catch you again in a second. So, we do have that hydraulic seal issue that we need to take care of, so we are actually going to spend some time today getting that fixed, because the plow does take quite a bit of hydraulic power. So I want to make sure that we get that fixed so nothing too crazy happens while we're plowing. So I am going to actually do that off camera, obviously. So we're going to repair, so warm pump seals. Yeah, so we're going to repair that. I'm going to use OEM. It's going to take 4 hours. Yeah, we'll make sure we do it right. I was thinking we could do a quick patch, but we're going to do it. So we will get working on that, and I'll catch you guys in about 4 hours. All right. 2 o'clock now. The tractor is ready to go. We're gonna get this hooked up to the plow. We are not going to be reseeding this month. We're gonna wait on that. We'll I think we're gonna probably wait around until around October time, depending on how all that lines up with seeding crops and stuff too. So we might either do it September or October. Either one. We don't want to be overly rushed. Should be fine if we did them in the same month, honestly, but again, don't want to be overly rushed to do it. So we are going to actually start in field 59 that we just limed, because it's the farthest away from the farm. Get it done, and then we can come back and work on the one closer. Alright, pulling into the field now. So I think we are going to start on this edge. This is kind of our straighter edge. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. We'll start on this edge, which means that we need to... This is right. This is next to a major road here, so we don't need to be running it right. I was thinking that maybe we could add a little bit of field here, but I don't want to get it that close up to that major road there. Looking good. Here come the seagulls. Only a few. Maybe more will join. We lift up and turn it. I don't think we did any plowing in year 2, did we? I really don't think we did. I think all of our plowing was year 1. Was after we harvested year 1, and then... Yeah. I don't think we did any plowing last year, so it's been a little while since we've had the old plow on the 190. And back down the field we go. And there's also something cool about doing the moldboard plowing freehand. Just following the furrow. Great. That real furrow mod, or fix mod, is really a game changer. Because when we were on Kinlake without it, it was miserable. I did not want to deal with it anymore because it was just bumpy and annoying and looked terrible. Alright, so we are nearly finished with this field. We're just going to have to complete the headlands there. But really, hasn't been too bad of a job so far. I do think that we're going to wait until next month to do the rest of this, or the other field. The rest of this, the other fields. Yeah. Where do we want our furrow? So we actually want our furrow the other way. So I turned the plow for no reason. I'm not the best at lifting in the right spots, so you'll have to forgive me there. And I will turn it. Just gonna do this little piece. You do not want to be turning too much. Like you really don't want to turn at all if you can avoid it with a moldboard plow. Turn it again. can get a little tricky here on these edges with the fencing and stuff like that, because as you can see, I couldn't really go all the way. But like here, I don't want to run into the tree. Actually, just going to drop it down right here. I do need to turn it one more time to get that last piece. Yeah, it gets a little sloppy when you're trying to do the headlands with the plow. But that is why we come through with a, you know, a power harrow drill and all that stuff, so it's nice to have because it really smooths it out for us. I think that's the second time I've hit that. We just have a little piece here. I could get, do I want to plow it in? You know what, I kind of do. We're gonna actually back up all the way. Gonna drop it down here. Plow in just here. Yes, I am making an exception to my turning rule right now. Gain a little bit more ground here, because we are just going to be mowing this in the end, so obviously we could have just not done that, but that should work good. We're going to get this piece, or this end, done, and then we're going to call it a day. I think the cows and everything are good to go. We've only been needing to feed our milkers once a day. Usually get that done in the morning. I need to turn field crate off. I'll actually check really quick while we're recording. Yeah, so they're good. They'll be good for straw as well. We just topped them off last evening, so on the 2nd we topped off their straw, so we might need to top them off again. The 4th, this will be fine. Manure is really increasing nicely like we want it to, so we actually might need to muck them out. I kind of want to muck them out at the same time that we bed them up, so I'm trying to get that to work out right. I think we'll probably muck them out in next month in the morning after we feed them, and then we'll bed them up as well. July 4. It is like 6:40 in the morning, early in the morning. We haven't even got the cows fed yet, but overnight we had a large amount of calves. We got one brown Swiss, heifer, we got a bull, we got 3 heifer Holsteins, we got 4 Holstein bulls. So, we're going to move them over into the calf shed quick. We're going to have a very full calf shed. But I also saw that we have some diseases going on here. That's not where we want to be. We want to be in this, manage. We had a diseased animal going on. So, let's see what she's got. She's got foot and mouth. So, we need to get the vet in, get her treated up. That's going to be a 3-month process there. Our sheep actually is still dealing with that too, I want to say. Yep, still dealing with that. Wait, what do you mean she's not been treated? I treated her forever ago. I can't keep having her secluded. Okay, well, I don't think that's a different one. That's the same one that's expecting 2 babies. I don't know what's going on, but yes, so now we have some more calves in the calf shed. We have quite a few sheep, especially young rams that we are going to be selling 4 month old. I usually sell them around 3-4 months, so we got quite a few there. We're going to sell those off after we get the cattle fed. So then we're actually going to, get the trailer hooked up and get some sheep sold. But yeah, so we'll get these animals fed. I just wanted to include you guys in that, what kind of happened overnight with the animals. So yeah, our herd is growing to a pretty good size. Eventually we'll get these bulls in a different pen somehow or something. We're going to figure out something. I don't want, once they're older, I don't want them all together. So we'll have to figure that one out. We're going to have to start thinking about getting some of these sheep, or these heifers, the original heifers that had theirs 6 months ago. So these guys, AI'd again, actually. So we're going to have to think about that. Might want to actually figure that out here in this month. So I'm kind of thinking every 6 months or so. I don't know how accurate that is. Let me know in the comments, definitely. If you know what's the good amount of time for a cow to be, not pregnant? How much time do they actually need to recover? So let me know. Yeah, but we're gonna get these cows fed quick, and I'll catch up with you guys once this is done. All right, we got 18 lambs are loaded up. They are all males. All male lambs, ranging from 3 to 4 months old. They are in the split deck, as you can see, which is pretty cool. We did have to jump start the old Defender once again. I don't really know what's wrong with this truck. Or car, I guess it's not really a truck. One thing I know what's wrong with it is that the model is super small. This thing is about the same size as our side-by-side. I am very much looking forward to Ross on Mod's version of the Defender. And I'm sure it's going to be much, much better. But anywho, I'll be interested to see how much money we get from this. Most of these guys were around $200 to $300 a piece, kind of in the menus, so that's kind of what we're expecting. Probably a few $1,000s would be good. Yes, so I learned that we come in this way, it's shorter, and we go out that way, it's shorter, because we don't have to go around the roundabout there. We'll come in here. That's not what we wanted to do. We just want to open this. There we go. We want to select all and sell selected. So 5,000. Not too shabby. We'll take it. Not really. The nice thing about the sheep is that we just don't have to do much with them. I mean, they take a few grass bales every now and then, but mostly they're pretty self-sufficient if we have them grazing and stuff. So it is kind of nice. I'm sure IRL, it's much different. There's a lot more handling and stuff with the sheep that I have seen that can be frustrating, between shearing and yeah, all that stuff. They seem like they can be pretty a frustrating animal to deal with. But anywho, so that job is done now. The next job will be that we are going to muck out the cow pens and then we're gonna hop back in the plow and get plowing. All right, so we are in here. We got 13,000 liters of muck to scoop out. And we got the trailer lined up because that's a lot of manure to make trips back and forth, and it makes it easier because we can keep the gate closed. I know that usually we would probably be doing this during milking, but we're a one-man show, so we cannot do that. Oh, we're hitting one of our things. There we go. The full grab load. We will end up just dumping this into the pit there. We'll back this trailer in and dump it into the pit. Doing a little role play here that we're actually scraping out the alleys. We gotta back out. I'm gonna throw this into a little time lapse quick. I'll catch you on the other side. Hey, so we are in the field. We actually had Dave going in here. Not Dave. Dave. I was just watching Scroff's video. Going in here while we were actually mucking out. So he said he could work a little bit this morning, and when we were done, we could take over for him because he has some other things he could be doing today. So appreciate him getting out here and helping us out. He is a good worker. Hasn't caused too many issues quite yet, or really any issues. So that's good. But yeah, we're over halfway through now, and everything is looking good. One thing I do absolutely hate is that even though we're on multi-terrain angle, or even though the map has multi-terrain angle, it's still not enough angles to where if you're moldboard plowing, it recognizes it. Where I think we're on a 20-degree angle, and it doesn't actually follow the lines. But whatever, it is what it is. So I do plan on expanding this field a little bit. There is some ground kind of over this side that we could plow in, so I do plan on doing that. I might even take a pass or two out here just to give us a few more acres, because why not? Here we have the ground for it, so let's get a few more acres of usable ground. But I'm excited to have some new grass fields, just to kind of switch things up a little bit. It'll be nice. We're going into, I mean, we're going to be going into year 4 now, and it feels like really not a whole lot has changed. So, it'd be good to get some changes going, and hopefully we can start really growing here soon. But, with all that being said, we're going to end the video there. Well, just want to say thank you again for watching. Thank you to everybody that's new, everybody that's old, everybody that is usually here for the American content that came over and decided to give the UK content a try. Appreciate y'all. And then a special thank you to our YouTube channel members. You guys are the best. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much for your support. You guys are what helped make this worth it. So, we will catch you in the next one. Thanks for watching.